welcome back to NNA Play Aviary Attorney. We're gonna go to the trial now.
Here's hoping we looked at enough pictures.
Yeah.
That was the last episode. You should watch it. Falcon and Sparrowson stand inside the marble portico of the Palais de Justice, awaiting the opening of the Tribunal de Grande Instance. Are you nervous, Falcon?
I plead the fifth.
That bad, huh? Monsieur Falcon, Petite Sparrowson, is there anything you need me to do?
No, we've got a handle on things.
Falcon was just telling me how confident he was feeling about the case. That's wonderful. I know you two will pull through.
Let's move it along, fellas.
I'll be watching from inside. Do your best for me, Monsieur Falcon. We will. Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
I have no idea what happened.
Well, we're gonna have to watch if it's like Phoenix Wright, you gotta watch testimony and kind of figure out who's lying and how they're lying. And have you ever watched Phoenix Wright over Jackie's shoulder?
Yeah, but it never made sense to me. I'm not good at these type of games, so...
Yeah, you just listen for what doesn't match your evidence, and then you show them this...
The counterpoint?
Match.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, alright. Alright, settle down, everyone. Settle down. Is everybody here? I guess it's a man, right?
I guess so.
It's a man now.
J.J. Falcon present. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Or a really deep voice woman. Either way.
Be
sure.
As well?
Oh no, I guess I'll be him so you don't have to argue with yourself. Rupert Rabington present. I'm the prosecution is Your Honor. That made no sense. Oh, darn, that's not it. Oh gosh, where are my notes? Ha, I knew it.
Knew what?
Rupert and I went to Paris Law School together. He was in all of my classes.
Oh, was he smart?
No. He always scored second worst marks in the class. I can only assume that he bumbled through the final exam on the luck of his two rabbit's feet. Unless he's improved considerably, you might already have this trial in the bag.
Sorry, I was drinking. That's good to know. But say, Sparrowson, if Rupert scored the second lowest marks in the class, then who scored the lowest?
Oh, I did. I choose my right to exercise to not self-incriminate. Here it is. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Are all the jury present?
All present and accounted for, Your Honor.
Hey, Falcon. I thought there were only 6 members of the jury for cases like this. Why do I count 8?
Oh, those two birds with the funny hats are assessors, the associate judges. Which funny hats? They all have funny hats.
Everything seems to be in order, so let us begin. The court is now in session for the trial of Dame Cataline de Miao. Prosecution, please call your first witness to the stand. Oh gosh, are we there already? Okay, I choose to call the officer in charge of the murder investigation, Inspector Volataire, to the witness stand. Inspector Volataire, please approach the stand and recite the oath.
Sorry, let's make a really dumb voice for him.
I think he deserves one.
As you will, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Monsieur, Inspector, please state your, name and occupation for the record.
My name is... I can't even keep it up. My name is Inspector Just Volerte. Yeah. I am a servant to the law, a scourge of the gutter rats that plague this city.
Oh, he thinks he's special. Is his chainmail way too big? He's like
I think he's missing...
Oh. Missing an arm. Okay, yeah, probably.
I'm not sure where the other one is.
Okay, maybe he got no arms.
Oh no, I think they have wings, so I think that's his wing in it. But I think one of them is missing.
Oh yeah.
I think the other one is missing. I have enforced the law for over 20 years. Oh, God, I can't even keep this up. I have forgotten already the stupid voice. Oh, hang on. I have enforced... just makes it more nasally. I have enforced the law for over 20 years. I shall continue until I bring the infamous Viridian killer to justice.
I bet that's gonna be our final trial.
My path begins 18 years ago.
Let's stick to the questions, Inspector.
Of course, Your Honor.
Oh, great. I was hoping we could have one of those bumbling, cuddly officers, but instead we're stuck with lawful goody two-shoes. I bet this guy could turn in his own mother if he saw her littering.
Okay.
So, Inspector, is it true that you led the investigator on the case?
That is correct. I was also among the first to arrive at the scene of the crime.
Then perhaps you could walk us through what you witnessed upon your arrival?
Absolutely. I'm doing like weird, nasally, almost pirate voice.
That works.
Just after 7:30, we were alerted and brought to the scene by the housemaid of Baron Rogal. At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Caroline de Miao. She was standing over the corpse of Monsieur Grenouille with his blood on her paws.
Well, that sounds like an open-shut case in my humble opinion. No more questions, Your Honor.
Bloodied paws? Nobody told me about that detail.
Keep it together, Falcon. You're about to be given the opportunity to cross-examine the witness. That's your opportunity to find flaws in the inspector's testimony.
Of course, I know this.
You may begin your cross-examination, Monsieur Falcon. I'm just doing whatever for him.
Okay, so.
Cross-examine the witness to find flaws in his testimony. Okay. Select a key phrase that you find suspicious. The Falcon will press the witness for more information. Ask the right questions to bring the truth to light. Avoid pressing for pointless details. The judge and jury don't like having their time wasted. Select a statement to the question. Select a statement to question.
Housemaid at the scene of the crime.
Everybody said the housemaid found the body.
Yeah, stop! Kimchi. Corpse with blood on her paws. I want to know about blood on her paws. Because we haven't heard that before.
Yeah.
We've heard all of that other stuff before. Inspector, you say Dame Caroline had blood on her paws. Correct. Blood clung to her fur like guilt to a convict. I'm gonna go with how much
I think
was
so too.
there? Because I'm assuming they're gonna say it was his. How much blood was there on the lady's paws, Inspector? Enough for it to be clear that she dirted her hands on the victim's body.
But not that she had killed him.
We noticed blood under the suspect's nails around her fingertips, and even a little around her mouth. But
Sure.
they said they had steak.
Yeah.
They didn't have... They
Silverware.
Didn't have silverware.
Yeah. Her mouth, how vile. And it was very rare steak, too.
It was very rare steak.
Bloody rare steak.
Good. Ha-ha!
Do you have another question about the blood on Dame Caroline's paws? Now we need to ask about
whose
whose blood.
Well,
Yeah, so that we can counter and be like, no, it was blood from the steak.
Whose was it? Whose blood was it? Ha! What a question. It was Monsieur Grenouille's, of course. How can you be so sure?
I object. The line of questioning is absurd. There was only one murder victim that night, Falcon. The blood on Dame Caroline's paws could have only belonged to one person, Monsieur Glenry. Judge Falcon is trying to delay the trial by asking pointless questions. I'm afraid the prosecutor may have a point, Mr. Falcon. Do you have any reason to blame someone else other than Monsieur Glenry?
I do. I do, Your Honor. Actually, I have more than suspicion. I have evidence that the blood on Dame Caroline's paws had nothing to do with the murder.
This is foolish time wasting, Falcon. If the blood on Dame Caroline's paws didn't come from the victim, then where did it come from?
A stack. What's the second one? That one.
That one.
Bloody rare steak
Okay,
at the
I see.
banquet. On the evening of the murder, Dame Caroline ate a bloody rare steak.
Is it true, Mr. Rabbington? Well, in a manner of speaking, I suppose steak may have been on the menu.
Then, Inspector, would you acknowledge the possibility that the blood on the lady's paws did not belong to the victim, but to the steak? Well...
Wait, don't answer that, Inspector.
It is a possibility.
No.
Intriguing. Pretty convincing.
You gained a little favor with the jury.
Ha-ha! High five. Our first favor with the jury. So, Inspector Valerti, is it possible that you arrested an innocent bystander for simply for being a messy eater?
Now, hold on just a minute. Aren't you looking over something quite crucial? Came Harlan, an elegant bourgeoisie kitten. There's no doubt she brought with a flawless etiquette and on perfect table manners. At the banquet, she would have eaten the steak with a fork in her left hand and right in her knife like any proper civilized animal. How could she have possibly gotten blood on her paws in such a good manner?
Oh, that is a good question, or at least it would be at any ordinary dinner banquet. But as it happened, something was missing from the particular banquet, something that forced Dame Catiline to eat with her paws. This silverware. Dame Catiline was forced to eat steak with her paws because the silverware of the household had been previously stolen.
So stolen? I don't recall any mention of that in the police report.
Ooh, excuse me. We weren't aware of anything missing from the Rorgile residence when we performed the initial investigation. But as it happened, Baron Rorgile reproached us about this very subject last night. Innocent, perhaps? What a twist. What a twist!
We gained some more favor with the jury.
Hooray!
What is the meaning of all this? Bloody steak, misplaced silverware. Inspector, was your investigation so loud you overlooked these basic facts in your initial report?
Lax my investigation.
Good, go with that.
Whoa. Judge, I assure you, I'm the most thorough investigative officer on the force. I don't know what happened there.
It is amazing that the Parisian police managed to solve any crimes at all. Oof. Oh, dear. Be on your way, Inspector. Perhaps a little inspecting for your next case.
Fine, so be it, messieurs, until next time.
Yep, I'm mad. Prosecutor, I trust your next witness is ready. Yes, of course, Your Honor. I'll call upon, let's see, Monsieur Roberto Rubino, the photographer who attended the banquet the night of the murder. Monsieur Roberto Rubino, please approach the stand and recite the oath. Sorry, I had to burp. How goes it? I swear to speak the truth without hatred, without fear, and tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It's a little cliche, to be perfectly honest. Could the witness please introduce himself to the court record? As if anybody in this courtroom does not immediately recognize me. I am the great Monsieur Roberto Rubino, cutting-edge photographer and visionary. I don't just take people's pictures, I capture their very essence. Je suis l'artiste. Tu es un pipe. We're gonna go with that.
It's a joke about the picture that says this is not a pipe.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what that was. I think that was that it is a pipe.
Ah.
Or something like that.
You may have seen my works in hip magazines Le Branche or C'est Chateau or Chouette.
Mm.
I can send you tweets if you like. Tweets.
What on earth is a tweet?
Bird-to-bird communication. Come on, Falcon. It's the 19th century. Get with the times already. Yes, your works are very impressive, Mr. Rubino. But let's get down to business. Could you tell us about your activities on the night of the murder? Very well. I was hired by Baron Rorgile to capture the evening's activities, or events. I arrived at 7:30. Lie. I pointed my camera and captured the beauty of the banquet in one fantastic photograph. Then I billed Baron Rorgile and left. Like a true artist.
Yeah, he said he arrived at 7, right?
The Baron did say that. He said that they
ate at 6 and the guy arrived at 7.
And they took the picture at 7:30, yeah. And with regards to the photograph itself, who did you photograph? I thought you might ask. I brought a copy so that you all see for yourselves. Oh, very good. Let's take a closer look.
That's not the picture.
My word. Wait, this is right. But my word, that's actually the picture, isn't it? Let's see who we have here. In the middle, we see Baron Rorgile, the line who hosted the event. On the left, we see Senior Purrington de Mal, the father of the defendant, named Caroline. And finally, we see the housemaid, Cooling de Hot, who I suspect may have snuck into the picture uninvited.
We may have had to take that other picture.
Well, we'll see.
Kimchi.
As you can see, two people are clearly absent from the photograph. The first victim, Monsieur Grenouille. The second is defendant, Dame Caroline de Miel. Quite suspicious, wouldn't you agree?
Just a moment, Monsieur Rabington. This proves nothing. So the defendant and the victim were not photographed with the others. That doesn't mean they were in the garden together at that point.
Oh, hold your horses, Falcon. I'm not done yet. The prosecution may continue. The clock has hands.
We can say that it's fake because the clock hands.
Yeah. Behind the photograph subjects, we see a clock on the wall at the time set at 7:30. Now, why is that time significant? Well, Inspector Voltaire told us earlier that was the exact time the murder took place. Do you see, Falcon? Every suspect has an alibi at the time of the murder, save for Dame Caroline herself.
So did the Baron do it then?
Well, I'm guessing. Falcon, something's fishy. In the jail cell, Dame Caroline told us that she was present when the photograph was placed, but I don't see her in Robino's work photograph.
That's true, but I can't use Dame Caroline's testimony as evidence. It has too little weight. If I want to prove that Monsieur Rubinio's photograph is not a valid piece of evidence, I will have to dish out evidence of my own.
We couldn't have taken the photograph, remember? We broke in.
We did. Until I saw that there were clock hands.
Yeah.
I was thinking because, we would have had the original one, but
Yeah.
then they probably would have said, oh, that one's doctored.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine the witness.
Very well, the defense may proceed. It's a waste of time you ask me photographs to rock solid evidence.
I guess the photo... Well, see, now it says I arrived at 7.
Yeah, that's weird. Set up my camera and capture the photograph.
I'm gonna go with photograph. Let's take a closer look at this photograph. ... I see a mistake. Just to clarify, Monsieur Robinio, photographs are a direct reflection of reality, are they not?
That is correct. The photographic process leaves no room for bias or inaccuracies.
That is most curious, because I see a mistake.
A mistake? Impossible. I just told you, Monsieur, the camera is perfect, unbiased device. Photographs it produces are flawless. How can I not seeing any mistakes? Perhaps you could be more specific?
Certainly. Dead. Gideon. There we go. The clock in this photograph. There's something not right about it.
Oh, well, isn't that convenient? The defense sees something wrong with the key piece of evidence that implicates his client.
Don't give me that cocky tone, Monsieur Rabington. I have evidence that there's something wrong with the clock in that picture. The missing clock hands. The photograph clearly shows the clock's hands pointing at 7 and 6.
That much is self-evident.
Which is most curious because the clock in the lounge of Chateau Criniere has no hands.
It has no hands?
The clock is merely a decorative piece, a talking item. Feel free to ask Baron Rourgile or his housemaid if you have any doubts. Monsieur Robinio, how do you explain this discrepancy?
I don't know. I don't know. There must be some sort of mistake. My camera is flawless.
There's no mistake, Monsieur. Your photograph depicts something that does not exist in the real world.
Maybe there was an error in the printing process.
An error precisely where the clock's hands should be? Please, Monsieur, don't patronize us. Allow me to offer a more plausible explanation. Kimchi, stop kicking me. You, Monsieur Rubinio, edited this photograph.
It's the Photoshop that clearly exists now. Edited?
Well, they were able to do that in the past.
I know, I was just being snarky.
Oh, I'm no expert, but I suspect that you used paint or ink to carefully put hands upon the clock. It would have been a simple task considering that the clock face was bare. One could even speculate that you specifically chose to include a handless clock in the photograph just to simplify the editing process.
Falcon, your reasoning is absurd. Why would the witness do such a thing?
Is it not obvious? By showing the photograph to have taken place at precisely 7:30, it clears all the photograph subjects of suspicion. Stop. In other words, Monsieur Robinio created a perfect alibi. Of course, this raises further questions. Who is the witness protecting? And why? Was Monsieur Robinio coerced, bribed, threatened? Enough silence. Let's hear some answers, Monsieur Robinio.
Fine, you've got me. I'm guilty. I did it all. You did it? You're confessing to the murder of Monsieur Grenouille? What? No. I have no idea who killed the frog. I'm just admitting that I was guilty of producing fraudulent photographs. That's all. I was ordered to make changes to the printed photographs, and yes, that included adding hands to the clock.
You were ordered by whom?
I dare not say. Monsieur Robinio, I strongly advise that you answer the defense's question. You have pledged to speak without fear, after all. With all respect, Judge, I fear his claws more than I fear the punishment of the justice system. I shall name no names. His claws? Did you hear that, Falcon? That is most unfortunate. Monsieur Robinio, we cannot and shall not torture names out of you. I don't live under ancient regime, after all. But since you have admitted to falsifying evidence, we cannot keep you on the stand as a witness. Take your leave. You shall be charged with perjury in due course. I can't protest. That's the least I deserve for my failure as an artist. Good day, messieurs.
Intriguing and pretty convincing.
His claws. Is it not that's not obvious enough? Well, I mean, it could be the lion or it could be the dad. I mean, it's obviously the lion.
It's obviously the lion because we found his stuff in the. This is like a really easy case.
Yeah.
I'm betting they're gonna get harder, but this is like deceptively easy.
So the clock's hands are painted on. So what? It doesn't matter. The photograph still depicts Dame Caroline as absent due to the time of the murder. That's significant.
Don't be dense, Monsieur Rabington. If the photograph is not completely genuine, then it cannot be considered reliable evidence.
Well, why not? It's still a portrayal of the night's events.
Because if we accept that one part of the picture was edited, then we must accept the possibility that other parts were too. It is possible that Dame Caroline was painted out, or even worse, it is possible that another person was painted in. We know that the witness was trying to cover for someone, so all possibilities must be accounted for.
So what are you saying, Falcon? The housemaid paid off the photographer? Or was it Signor Pertroit de Miao, perhaps?
I don't think so. The housemaid lacks a means or motive, and it wouldn't make sense for Signor Pertois to implicate his own daughter.
Well, surely you're not suggesting that the honest and beloved Baron Regale deliberately tried to frame Dame Caroline, because that would be the most outlandish theory yet. The Baron is the pillar of the community, even ever to such a thing.
Monsieur Rabington, I am not here to throw accusations. That's the job of you, the prosecutor. However, perhaps I should offer my opinion.
No, nobody cares. But Baron, it's not the time for your witness testimony yet.
So you would think, prosecutor, and yet I see my good reputation getting tarnished by your incompetence.
Incompetence!
Indeed. Let us proceed with witness questioning. It's fine. Is that fine with you, Judge?
Yeah, I suppose that's fine.
Very good. I trust that the defense has no objections. Nope, no objections here. Oh, fantastic. But before I forget, I pledge to speak without fear and prejudice, etc., etc. But you didn't say you were going to tell the truth, so fuck you. Now, prosecutor, ask me about what I witnessed over the course of the evening.
He's smoking too much for you?
I started choking at the beginning of the sentence and I managed to get the whole thing out, but then I couldn't anymore.
Okay, Baron Regale. I mean, on the night of the
The initial dinner went magnificently. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grenouille left to visit the garden. Dame Caroline followed behind him moments later. Signor Portois, Monsieur Robinho, and myself were engaged in conversation, so we paid her no mind. After the photographer had left, my housemaid left to go find Monsieur Grenouille and Dame Caroline. That would be when I heard her cry for help.
Thank you, Baron. I think we all know the story from there.
I would like to cross-examine the witness.
That's you.
Do you doubt my integrity, garçon?
Suck a dick.
I'm just here to uncover the truth, Baron. Very well, then.
Hit me with your best shot!
I almost did. Let us establish with absolute certainty that I, Baron Regale, am an honest man.
No.
Or not.
Depends how you proceed with cross-examination.
Alright. Oh, let's see what we can...
Then right next to the photograph arrived. Marshall left to go to the garden. Dame Caroline. We need to talk about the housemaid.
Yeah.
Because she could be a witness. I think that's what we would need to talk about.
Can we look at our evidence real quick?
That's this, right?
Yeah. Alright.
We got the letter.
Okay. We've got...
The camera. Red herring.
This is a red herring. Okay, we've already presented those. I want to ask about the garden.
Yeah, good point.
I was like, we don't have anything to ask about the housemaid. We've got the garden, though. Baron, we saw the murder scene. Your garden for ourselves.
What's with all the horses?
When was the last time you visited it?
What's with all the horses?
What's with all the horses? Baron Regale, when was the last time you ventured into your own garden? As it happens, I have quite serious allergies. I haven't been in my own garden for years. Oh, really? Years, you say?
This
Indeed.
is why we couldn't actually be like real justicey people. We'd be like, really?
Cut the popcorn.
Yeah.
That's not right. Baron, I do not wish to call you a liar, but I do. But the
Yeah.
claim does not hold up to scrutiny. Oh, and why is that? Because we have hard evidence that you have visited your garden recently. Balderdash, my word is gold. Show the court this so-called hard evidence that I've been in my garden.
Well, you know what? We're actually going to show him this evidence in the next episode. You'll make him wait.
My.
Anyway, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Hey everybody, this is J2A. We just want to say thanks for watching our video.
We appreciate any and all support we get from viewers, new and returning.
If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
Thanks again, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.